Fit like Abdi, Darian Boy here, and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever at the races. This is race 5 of round 6, the single electrics, and they are ready to rock and roll. We have the game paused again. Each train has moved one place down the line. So we have our Russian train, we'll set you to go. French train, set you to go. You should be going to Falmouth Annex. Now you're going to Falmouth Annex, well done. Our Lufthansa Express is good to go. Our Norwegian train, also good to go. Spanish Renfe train is good to go. Whoa. Trying to escape there. And our HHP 8 from the US needs to go to Falmouth Annex. I better just check that. Oh yes, Falmouth Annex. I should know by now, but I was just checking. So they are all ready to go. As we've seen in the previous two races, it's quite a twisty, turny track. There's a lot of corners and things, a lot of slowing down and speeding up. These things are, well, lightning fast acceleration, so we'll see how they get on. So without further ado, in fact, I wanted to start it from this side. I thought it'd be cool to watch them tear off into the distance. So, in 3, 2, 1, and go. A weird selection of horns there as they take off. So, they are off. Looks like our American train is in front. The camera is struggling to keep up. HHP 8 is away. Weirdly. The rest are catching up. For some reason, I think these two lines on the right hand side, maybe even this middle one here, these three tracks here are, I think, the slowest tracks. It's just a theory I've got. I'll find out at the end when we watch the bonus race, when we race trains that are all the same sort of make, model, speed, power, length, etc. I've got a multiple unit picked out for that race, and it is from the UK. Bit of a spoiler alert, if you can guess what the train is. So, we shall see when we come to that last race which tracks were actually the slowest. And it definitely looks like those two tracks on the far right hand side. But anywho, they are off. The American is winning. It's a decent train, but the Norwegian and Lufthansa trains are pretty good as well. The Spanishes are sort of, it always finishes in sort of the middle of the pack. Our Russian train sort of has its good days and its bad days. And our French train apparently just always has bad days, because it rarely finishes in top 3. But anywho, they are rolling. Our HHP is still winning. Already you can tell that the speed of these trains is much faster than the diesels or the steam trains were. So that's a boost. Bit more fast paced action. Now they should be able to come all the way around here at top speed, so whether they'll get up to their top speeds of 124, we shall soon find out. Already 110 for the American train, so it looks like they will. No, 117 it topped out at there before I had to slow down. And the Russian train, were about 115, okay. So our Norwegian train is in second, Spanish train looks to be in third. Our Lufthansa Express is up there as well. So it's still anybody's race to see who can finish first. The American train is in front, but it's not clearly in front. It still might be taken down by something else. Looks like our French train is trying to pull away from the Russian train though. There was one glitch though, however, in the diesels race. I can't now remember if it was in multiple, the haulage race or the single unit, but there was a glitch. One of the trains did dive down to a fatal 0 miles per hour. I'm pretty sure it was the British train on the single unit race, the Class 47. But these all seem to be running fine for the moment. In fact, no, I think it was the British train in the haulage race. Now that I think back. So it looks like the Norwegian train is creeping up the left hand side. Our Russian train here has also started to gain on the French train. We've got the, is it the Mariana or Moriana livery for the French train there. It's in a very nice green today. The HHP8 is in black. I do love this, what are you again? The NSB L18. I like that with the standard sort of livery. I like to put it in black because it's cool, looks like a stealth train. But today we've got the one with the picture on the side of it. Very nice. SE Norge, c'est Norge ta Toget. Whatever that means in Norwegian. So, I've actually spent a lot of time in Norway with working in the oil and gas. But like the only thing I know is like, is it Røyking Fumer or something, which means no smoking. So, that's the only thing I've learned. That's probably not even right, I can't remember, but it's something like that. Right, so the American train is still winning. Looks like the Lufthansa Express is failing today. The Class 103 there. It's won quite a few races in haulage and single unit. Now let's move you up here. Now they are going much faster than the other two classes were. It's so obvious, you can just tell. Up to 115 miles per hour on the American train. Norwegian train has just sneaked past in front. Russian train, ooh, right, French train is leaving you in the dust, unfortunately. Spanish train's keeping up with first and second though. If one of them glitches out, they'll have had it. Where are we? We are at Peterborough. Okay, or we're heading to Peterborough. And then we'll be heading round up to Newcastle and then cutting across from East Coast to West Coast. There's our nice HHP8 there. Very nice. I do like this livery on this Norwegian train though. It's quite a nice picture. More trains should have stuff like that on them. Ooh, see the acceleration on the NSB there? Or the L18? It was away for a second and then it slowed down. HHP8. No, it's away again. So definitely the best accelerating train, the Norwegian train. Alright, you two are still at the back. German train is still in fourth. Norwegian train is first. USA second. Spain third. I think Spain are like right in the middle of the championship table. And just now it's sort of a mix up between Norway, USA and Germany for sort of first place. But Russia got a win recently. I can't remember which map it was on or which round it was from. But I'm pretty sure they got a win. So they're sort of up there as well. I can't remember if the Spanish train has won anything. I think it maybe has. I think it maybe has won something also. Now where the hell are we? We're heading up towards Newcastle. We'll be hitting the long straight where they'll be able to hit top speed. Hopefully. I'm assuming. Right, so you guys are slowing down for this corner. You'll then be able to accelerate. They'll have to slow down for here, but they'll be able to accelerate all the way around to the west coast. Is there a nice sort of area where I can sort of see the trains flying past? There we go, we're outside the back of this building where there's grain for some reason. We're sitting here minding our own business and whoosh. There we go. Now, so Norwegian train's still in front. Oh, thank you, autosave. French train and Russian train are heading up, but what I wanted to do was jump on board with Austin Jackson. What a name. Hello, there we go. Ooh, looks like the American train has just crept up into second position. French train coming round. Russian train coming round, slowly but surely. And they're off again. Now, you obviously are slowing down. Austin Jackson, thank you for your time, but you may now go. Germany, USA. I don't think they actually managed to get up to their top speed there. Did you slow down for that? I believe they did. I think they actually slowed down to get over this hideous junction that no one actually uses. Ah, because it's going to a stone quarry. I should have just deleted that road. My bad. It's too late now. But these seem to be the only trains that have actually had to slow down to get over it. Looks like the German train is creeping back up as they start heading down the west coast. They are now heading towards Liverpool, I do believe. Is that Liverpool there? It is. Liverpool's been decimated just because it's completely cut off from the outside world. I was going to leave this road in here, but no. The game was having none of it. Spanish train is taking off. How fast are you going? About 110. Well, that's okay. And get rid of, just keep these two open for the moment, because they are in first and last position. We'll wait for the Russian train to cruise past. There he goes. Norwegian train is slowing down a crawl to get round there. Spanish train's lead has been, or Spanish, its distance up in front of the other two has been cut. So it might not finish second. It looks like this, the L18, may finish first though, unless it glitches. If it glitches, it'll surely have had it, especially this late on in the race, because they are now heading down the west coast towards the finish line at Falmouth. There's Ireland over there. I was right the first time. There's Ireland, which is called Ireland. I think this is supposed to be like the Isle of Man. Maybe, possibly. Too small to get a city on there, but it would have been cool if there was. Alright, you are going very slow. Not a massive distance between first and last though. Although I do believe even if the Norwegian train was to glitch out and go down to zero now, these two, the French and Russian train, probably still wouldn't catch them. Although I think the Russian train might redeem itself on the haulage race, because it does seem to do quite well in that. But I'm adamant that it's these two tracks here, A and B, this one on the right and this one here. I'm pretty sure they are deadly slow. Just by sort of going around the track and look at the corners, sort of assessing how other trains on those two lines in the previous races got on, they did not do so well. So I do believe it's offensive to be on that side of the railway. So unlucky, you two. Now, if it had been one race less, the French train, no, yes, the American train and the Russian train would have got the worst of it. But since they had to move along one, the USA scored and got this outside line on the right hand side. So our Norwegian train is coming round. Right, there is Falmouth, so you need to head back past Swansea, Cardiff, round this sort of bay here, and to the finish line. Now the Norwegian train should surely finish in first. Maybe. Barring some weird twist of fate. But who's going to finish second? Second is still up for anyone. And if things go the way they are, it might be a draw for third place. Ooh, I just clicked on... There we go. Russian train there losing even more distance to the leaders. Yes, I do believe these two tracks are fatal. And that's maybe why these two trains and the other trains in previous races weren't doing as well as they should have been. But oh well. That's just the luck of the draw, or the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, you are heading... They're going to be out of sight now. Nope, you can't even see them. Slowing down for this left-hand bend. So Russian train surely in last, and French train in fifth. What's going on here? It looked as though that Norwegian train glitched out, but it didn't. It's just because this corner, even if you look at it from here, it's pretty, it's pretty sharp. I do believe in tight corners like that. I think the maximum you can get is down to 30 miles per hour. I think anything less than that, it tells you that it's an invalid corner. The corner is too much corner. Whatever it says, I can't remember. The Spanish train seems to have sneaked up into second. They are heading towards the finish line now. So they'll go round this farm. Is it a farm? Hello? Ah, you're an oil refinery. Yep. Back onto the Norwegian train. Now let's see what kind of top speed you can sort of get into the finish line. So round this corner, round this right hand bend, and then I do believe it can start accelerating once it gets round this last left hand corner. And then it should be able to go full speed to the finish line. And we'll have a quick look behind us to see who is in second. Right now it's currently the Spanish train. I'm more interested in who's going to finish third, because right now it's sort of anybody's game. Now where is my set of traffic lights? They're here. So let's go down to ground level and watch them. Norwegian train victory. Spain, USA clinched third there. Absolutely. Definitely the USA. Bring everyone up so I can stop them. Germania, you just hold on, buddy. Alright, you stop. You stop. Stop. And stop. French train in fifth. We don't have the French train, we will in a second. And Russian train in sixth. Unfortunately for them. And I don't even think it's their fault. I think it's because they're on these two. Whoa, 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 whoa. Escape artist, hello. You stop. Turn back. Go. You also stop. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. Alright, you stop. And you stop. Right, so there you have it. There is race 5. A win for Norway there. We'll go to the points table now though and see what they all got. Okay, so the points after this race look as this. Norway getting a win there for 6 points. Spain doing well to get a second to claim 5 points. The USA just sneaking into third there, right on the line to get the 4 points. Germany getting 3 points. And unfortunately our French and Russian trains did very poorly. So 2 points and a 1 point for the Russian train there. So that is going to be it for this race. As always, the Electrix Haulage race will be up next. And as always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if you would like to see more, if it is happening in the future, then hit that subscribe button. But I've been Danny Boy, this has been Transport Fever at the races, and I will catch you later.